It's the lecture hall. Lecture hall. I'm with you now, Tig. I'm with you now. This for all of y'all.
Oh yeah.
All of y'all. Where we at? Where we at? Lecture hall. Lecture hall. Who it for? Who it for? This for all of y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All of y'all. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to another episode of the Lecture Hall. The Lecture Hall, because this for who?
All of y'all.
You damn
Yes,
right
sir.
it is.
Yes,
You
sir.
damn
Yes,
right
sir.
it is. And this is your captain speaking. If you look to my right, got my main man, Marshall.
Aquaman McFadden.
Oh yeah, jumping in and out of that water, boy. Oh, yeah. And to his right, we got our buddy, Richie
The Equalizer.
Williams.
Man, I'm tired of using that Denzel shit, man.
Denzel.
Well, y'all call me that shit all the time, so
Hey,
Hey, Denzel Williams, man.
Denzel
Hey,
Williams.
man, that's on Denzel Williams.
we didn't call him that so much. He really think he Denzel, man.
Yeah, he do.
it ain't a bad nickname. It ain't a bad nickname.
And to his right, our buddy, our friend, Mr. Jonathan T. Willie. Tig rolled to 5, man.
That's
Damn,
cool.
hey, he's still
right,
rolling
y'all.
though. 5 and 9,
Hey,
5 and
hey.
9.
5
we
for
on
that
it.
5-cylinder Mustang we heard about.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Golly, that thing breaking down, man.
Yeah,
That
break it
breaking
down.
down.
Oh man,
Why wouldn't
hey,
you get a
so,
Honda?
it's always good to get up in this.
Wow.
It's always good to get up in Cap Hughes Studios and
Yes, sir.
talk about topics, talk about things that's going on in the world today. And man, I hate to say it, man, we got to talk about what's going on with the missing women in Charlotte, bro.
It's crazy.
Missing women in Charlotte, all this stuff happening right in our backyard is crazy. And I just want y'all to kind of dissect that topic right there, and just let me know what's going on with it. Whether or not whoever want to take it on that.
I'll let
Man,
Tig take it off, and
that's cool.
I'll pick it back off with you, Tig. Go.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy, man. So apparently there has been it's probably been going on for a couple of years now. So I remember last year where men were being taken and they were taking their organs out of man.
Yep.
And selling the organs on the black market and whatnot. But just recently there has been a lot of like women being taken for apparently the sex trafficking market or whatnot, and it's crazy because it's really like so close to us. Like for instance, I was reading a post yesterday where a lady was being followed by a man in a car, and then a man was also following them in a van. And she just happened to make it to her car. She drove to her husband's job, which the husband works off of Sugar Creek in W.T. Harris at the Wells Fargo.
And she drove.
And so she ended up driving to his job, and that's when like he came by and kind of like confronted the people, and they sped off or whatnot. And just by that being like 20 minutes from my house,
Yeah, that's right there.
That's right there.
In
Right-
Charlotte.
right there in the
Charlotte,
backyard.
dog.
That's crazy.
So with this big thing that's going on, with women, coming up missing, I'ma just throw us a couple safety tips out there, So when you decide to go and get gas, don't go and get gas at 11 to 12 at night, where it's dark, it's limited people there, where anything can go on. Or the ATM or X, Y, and Z, or have somebody with you, a male figure when it's after hours, things like that. But just be aware of your surroundings and know your surroundings. And if something was to happen like that, know your safety points where you can get to. Maybe the bank, because at most banks, they always have a police officer right there standing outside, during the working hours.
Yep.
And if y'all running out the Greenway or some of these trails, just be aware of the time, because there's certain times, after hours where people be, you're more vulnerable.
Right.
You're more vulnerable to get, taken, and then nobody never hear from you again. But at the end of the day, just know your safety tips, know your surroundings, and be prepared for something like that, to happen. So you'll be ready for it.
Yeah, and a big thing, like Marshall say, man, when he talking about your surroundings, like when you driving, you know what I'm saying? I know males and females, they just drive and they boom.
Yep.
They straight, but got blinders on, man. But yo, be checking your mirrors, your rear views or whatever. If you okay, yeah, some cars gonna end up going the same way for a few turns, but if you driving 15 minutes and you still see the same car behind you,
Yeah.
bing, you know what I'm saying? That's got to put up a signal, man.
Shoot, I get paranoid my damn self. Somebody,
You know what I'm saying?
if I see the same car behind me.
Yeah, you start
I'll be like,
looking.
man, this dude follow me.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna turn off on another road
Yep.
just to see
Yep.
do a circle.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
a road that really don't make no sense.
No
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, 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 yeah.
No
No
sense.
sense.
dog.
Yeah.
Make a little quick circle and be like, oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, for real, man. But yeah, man, like just keep your radars up for real. Keep your radars up.
And I know, you know, like Tig said, you know, it's right here in our backyard. And sometimes to some people, I know it ain't a really big sense of urgency because it haven't happened to you. But I know that all of us here got daughters, you know, so I can only imagine what it feel like my daughter or my lady end up being missing.
Right,
Then
right,
I'll
right.
take action because,
Right.
you know, not happening to me. But don't wait for it to happen to you. You know, go ahead and take
Proactive
action.
before
Go
you
ahead and
take
take,
action.
go ahead and take action now. You know, so your daughter or your wife, fiance, girlfriend will be prepared when it comes to a situation like this.
Right.
See, me, I'm a big advocate on conceals too. Mm-hmm. So I mean, ladies, you know, fellas, whatnot. If you can, you know, try to make it down to go and get you a conceal license and whatnot to carry, and you know, we can, you know, purchase you a little handgun or something. But I mean, even then, you still have to know your surroundings because I mean, it happens so fast. I mean,
Show you right.
and they was like they pretty much drug you, and I mean by then, you know, it's kind of too late to you know to reach for a weapon then. So I mean, with having a weapon, I mean, you still would have to check your surroundings and know what's going on around you in order for you to be able to use it properly.
That's crazy. Imagine, you know, the women out in these situations, right? I mean, there's no, they can be doing anything.
Yeah.
Somebody roll up in the van, overpowered that quick, boom, tossed in and gone. But there's some situations where some have escaped.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
Talk about that a little bit. You know, what I mean, I know they saw some stories where some have escaped the rafts of these dangerous individuals.
Yeah, man. I was looking on and actually it came up on my news feed on IG. This lady down in Birmingham, Alabama, man. She dude robbed her at gunpoint, put her in the trunk of her own car. But Buddy stopped at a gas station. You know what I'm saying? He got out, used old girl card, get money out the ATM, and when she felt the car backing out and starting to pull off again, she hit the emergency release in the trunk and jumped out, ran inside the gas station. Went and asked for help.
That's
and
good thinking right there.
Yeah, the store owner of the gas station hit her in the back while they called the police or whatever, man. But that's one of the few lucky stories, you know what I'm saying, that you hear about or whatever, that she actually was aware enough, you know what I'm saying, to know it's a release in the trunk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, get up out that car and then just haul ass, go looking for help, dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and if you don't know, like most cars after 2002 and all of them after 2004 have emergency trunk release. So it's supposed to glow in the dark, but you know, give and take, you know, and they're all located in different spots. So I mean, you just gotta feel around for it if you ever get into that situation. And somebody was saying, like, if you got a flashlight or something other, or you know, like for instance, some people put flashlights in their trunk, you know, just as a emergency flashlight for anything, you know.
Yeah.
But if you got one of those in the trunk or whatnot, you know, take a flashlight and kind of like say search around for it and know. So once you get the opportunity to use it and jump out, hey, go for it.
And Pluto's to her, you know, for being aware and smart about the situation. Obviously, she knew her car.
Right.
She knew where her safety points was, and it happened to her, and she knew what to do when the time came. She pulled that emergency latch. It opened up. She was able to go hide in the store. She actually saved her own life.
Hell yeah.
You know, so
Hell yeah.
once again, going back to these safety tips, just know your surroundings, know your car, because anything can happen. You know, men are very strong people, so they can easily overpower a female and throw in the back of a trunk.
Yeah.
Most of them, except for Will Johnson.
Yeah, about Will, he ain't open.
Yeah.
Shoot, hey, he might get tossed in the trunk.
Yeah, he get those in
He
there.
might get tossed in the trunk. Shoot, it be him trying to escape.
Well, I can tell you now, if he get thrown in the trunk, there's no damn way he gonna find that safety.
You
net.
right.
Right.
He'll be trying to come through the back seat, man.
And that tells me, like, with that safety latch being in the trunk now, and it's like required now for it to be back there, and that's just in 2000s that they made those requirements. That means even before that, these situations have been happening for a long time. Then finally, okay, put these latches in it. And
Right.
in this case, it saved one girl. But nowadays, you got even more dangers with the way we travel, the way we move with Uber, Lyft.
Yep.
You putting your trust in somebody that just they didn't. If they was driving for a cab company, they would have all their information.
Right.
They're actually like working directly for it. These people are independently working through these companies, and you're getting their own personal vehicle,
Yep.
which can be
Set up for anything. Really.
set up for anything. You know what I mean? So, what is some some ways to navigate through that? Because I know the companies are doing what they can to make them safe, but some people are posing as
Oh yeah, I'm about to say
Uber and Lyft
and
drivers.
like say with that you can, like, for instance, if Cat was a Uber Lyft driver and that's my boy, and I'd be like, hey man, let me make a little bit of money.
Yeah, and you can drive and be
I'll
leased.
I'll drive for you, you know.
Yeah.
And like say, I mean, he don't know what I'm gonna do, with his account or whatnot. So, like I say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I ran into that in Vegas. There was a Uber driver, and it wasn't the person that it was, but what it was is like a family they was keeping the car rolling.
Keeping it
for
going
money.
all the time.
Yeah, on
Wow,
one
okay.
account.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's almost like Netflix, you know what I mean? You got 6 people on the same
On one
account.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but for somebody that can't, protect themselves, like I wouldn't get in it at all.
At all.
Right.
If it's not the picture that's shown, who coming to get you, and you see a different person in there, then get out. Don't cancel that. Add another one. And when they ask for a comment or why, you tell them why. That was something, and it's no reason that you should get charged for that. And also too, when you're accepting these Uber, Lyft drivers or whatever the case may be, look at the history. Look how long they was doing it.
Right.
Look and see the star
ratings,
ratings.
yeah, the star
Check out if it's somebody that's brand new, you probably ain't want to take a chance on that. But if somebody that got experience, who been doing it for a while and have good reviews, then that's the person you probably want to go with.
Gotcha.
And also when they come pick you up, they should know who the hell they picking up too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
always ask. Hey,
Ask your name.
they in danger
Yeah,
too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
pick up.
if they don't ask for your name and you like, all right, who you here for? You know what I'm saying? And they that should raise a flag right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So didn't one of y'all say a girl jumped out of Lyft somewhere trying to?
Yeah, I think Rich was saying in Houston or somewhere like
down
that.
there in Houston, man. I guess her car broke down or something that day, and she left it with a child's father so he could fix it, and she hopped in the Lyft to go to work, and she said Buddy was just making different turns, like, yo, this ain't the way to work, and then they ended up by a warehouse or something. Wow. When they pulled up to the warehouse, it was a van there, pulled up right behind a van, and she said Buddy got out of the van and went to open the gates at the warehouse or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the point where she had jumped out, and she had picked up the video was when she had ran down the street a few blocks, you know what I'm saying, called for police or whatever, man.
Wow.
But luckily, you know what I'm saying, wasn't no child locks on there, you know what I'm saying? My man ain't turn around and knock her out or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She can get up out of there. But I just go back to being alert, man. Just being alert, and that was in broad daylight.
Yeah.
Well, I just hope that, whenever she called the police or whatever the case, they went and check out that warehouse to see what the hell is in there. See what the hell going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly, because there's another story where a girl kind of like released her story of being,
Abducted.
abducted and being, like, say, in the whole sex trafficking thing, where she was in it for some months.
Wow.
She said it was her and another girl. She was like 18, 19. The other girl was like 15. So they kind of looked out for each other. And then whenever she got rescued, she went back to go try to find the other girl, but she had already been overdosed.
Damn.
So they were overdosing with heroin and whatnot just to keep them.
It remind me of that movie. What was it?
Taken.
Taken. There you go.
Yeah,
Taken.
Taken, dog.
Taken.
Exactly what it is.
These
Taken.
movies be real, man. Believe it or
really
not, they don't
have.
come from nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come from experience.
Oh yeah.
Even though they like fictional stories, but they based off of some truth.
Yeah.
Truth was going on, and y'all
And
think
I'm
it's
about
worse.
to say, so the crazy thing to me is like, we look at other countries that being like number one, number two in this thing, but really,
this
like,
country is a part
yeah,
of it.
We're one of the main ones, and it's crazy that it's so close to us now.
Mm-hmm.
A prime example, when I was in Canada, I stayed over there for 2 years, and every time I turned on the TV, when I was watching the news, it showed the U.S. like a third world country.
Right.
Yep.
Police versus whoever, and it was like a standoff between the polices and the people.
Right.
And that's what I saw, and that's what I saw being in another country. That's what I saw. And you right, Tig. We're up there right with those other. Right there with those other people.
If not the top.
I'm trying to tell you, yeah, man. We just we try to build this facade, you know what I'm saying, and make it seem like it's all, you know what I'm saying, honky dory around this mug, but it ain't, dog. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's going on overseas, that shit going on right here too.
Right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Going on right here too, man.
Yeah.
And the other, I was kind of like, say, just looking at the map, just trying to figure out why Charlotte was up there, like say one of the top places for this subject.
Yep.
For one, it's a big city. I mean, and so what conclusion I came up with is, one, it's a big city. It's a lot of people from different places.
Yeah, it's growing.
And then for two, it's an easy in, easy out. 85 sits right there in between.
8577 is across the T.
Yeah,
It's
it
right
is.
there. The intersection of 8577 is right there.
Yep.
And you get a lot of you actually get a lot of crimes just off the interstate. People that ain't even just passing through.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But the thing is, that's what is hard to even grasp around that is happening in our backyard. Because when we usually turn on the news, big stories and crazy shit like that usually just be somewhere else.
Exactly.
And, we forget that Charlotte is a top 10 city. In the U.S. And if those guys are if you're a predator. And if you've exhausted all your resources in one area and whatever they're doing in that area, the cops, the detectives, they're getting on to you, then you're gonna move somewhere else where people think that nothing's going on.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. So I think if I'm Charlotte, I know they're trying to do their best to fight it, but I would look for help in the other major cities who's been dealing with this for over 30, 40 years.
Show you right.
Yeah. So I mean, in all, how in the world do, like I said, like think about like the whole part of it. Like the girls are getting kidnapped, right? How are these girls getting distributed and where? Do you think like they're just getting kidnapped in Charlotte and being shipped out?
100%.
It could be both ways. You know what I'm saying? It could be females getting kidnapped other cities and then being brought into Charlotte as well.
Charlotte,
Well, you got to think about it. Before the 600, there was a big human trafficking bust.
Yeah.
The week right before the Coco 600, because whenever you have big events like that,
Yeah.
I mean the predators come in,
Right.
Because
everybody,
all the officers are doing other stuff. Yeah.
So I'm sure you got like a bunch of things set up in a lot of different places, and the predators, I'm sure they got their own groups where they go to different states, go find the events to go to, lure these girls in, kidnap them, and they take them to whatever destination it may be, and we'll never know. It may be a destination here in Charlotte,
Right.
or maybe in Toronto somewhere, Canada. Who knows? But we know they're getting distributed somewhere.
Right. That's crazy.
And I know I mentioned something about, staying in Canada, seeing stuff on the news where, you see policemen versus the people. And actually there was something that came out in Arizona saying that a deputy attacked a 15-year-old boy.
Wow, 15-year-old boy?
Yeah, 15-year-old boy, let alone the kid had no limbs, no arms, no legs.
What?
Come on, man.
Come on.
What kind of program is our policemen going through for something like that to happen?
Man,
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Like,
Hold on. 15-year-old boy. At first when you said no limbs, I thought he was climbing a tree or something.
wow.
You said no arms or legs.
Yeah, he was
And the
limbless.
And the deputy
Is that a
attacked
word,
him.
limbless?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was limbless.
So what was the boy doing wrong?
What?
I mean, why was he? I mean, was he trying to headbutt the deputy or something?
I have no clue on that, but I do know these are foster kids. They wasn't in their original homes. These foster kids. So obviously, him being in the foster care, the parents wasn't there for him, or he was getting in trouble, whatever the case may be. But
Yeah.
No matter what he done, he couldn't have done much but use his mouth, right?
Right.
So it's no matter what he done, the cops shouldn't be wrestling a limbless 15-year-old boy. That don't make sense.
Yeah, that don't make sense at all.
Now, y'all don't get me wrong. I ain't laughing at the situation. But y'all can't see DJ Cap in the back, man. Cap got me rolling, man.
Nah, I'm baffled though. Yeah. This one came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, but that's real talk though. That is some messed up shit.
because I'm
though.
sitting there thinking like, man, the cops start cracking these cases. Then you got a deputy that's sitting in the back here, jumping
Yup.
on a
Yeah,
jumping on a
exactly.
15-year-old
just that
boy.
quick. Just that quick.
And he's think about it, the kids he limbless, of course. He in foster care, so he already fighting against the grain anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the environment he's in, I'm sure he's probably not happy. So
Yeah.
something maybe happened that day where, he had enough.
Yeah.
And they probably called the law on him. And when they got there, I'm sure it probably was some words exchanged.
Yeah, but it can't be that. It ain't no way it could be that much bad of a word to make that cop do that to that dude, because it's no threat, yo.
Yeah.
And that,
Literally no threat.
And that's my thing with these cops sometimes. Listen, I appreciate y'all service, but sometimes you have to put your pride aside. Put your
Facts.
pride aside.
Facts.
Just know the situation and know that first of all, this kid can't hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
What he gonna do? Bite your ankles? Come on, man.
I don't know, man. He had to say something bad to that cop, man.
Come on.
Man.
Come.
My head on, man.
And then
Where was this at? Where was this at anyway? Like what city?
Arizona, I think.
Yeah, Tucson, Arizona,
Tucson.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tucson, Arizona. It is. Let me see. It had the Pima County, Pima County, Pima County, man. It happened in Pima County, Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, and they only reason the video surfaced was the DA got a hold of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The DA.
So they wasn't gonna show that, huh?
No, and when they showed it to when the news showed it to the sheriff, he
So the news had it first.
Yeah, the news had it before the sheriff department. The sheriff's comment was, "We didn't know this video existed." Well,
Wow.
What if he didn't have a video?
Oh,
Then
exactly.
then hey, they would never say
you
nothing.
never know.
Never.
It'll be my word versus yours.
Exactly.
And you know who gonna win
You
that?
already know.
Yeah.
You already know.
I wonder how he handcuffed him, or did he use a rope or something?
No, ain't no way he cuffed him.
What he- Come on, man. Come on, Cap.
I'm doing
man.
y'all.
Well, what he did,
But-
Cap?
Oh, I don't know what he did. Yeah, I don't know what he did.
But man, y'all were fool, man. But just think about like from a law enforcement standpoint.
Yeah.
Like whenever I seen the video, like you can see the police officer, which is about 2'6", 2'7".
Oh, he a big boy.
Oh yeah, big old boy.
Big boy. And he was laying on top of the guy, and the guy was just wiggling, he can't. But he don't got no arms or legs, so he can't. I mean, it's not
do
like
nothing.
Yeah, he can't
it's not
do
like
nothing.
he tried to fight him.
Yeah.
You know, they were just having a little talking contest, and
That's it.
Yeah.
then like say afterwards you could see like say the police like say bent over, you know, talking like say directly in his face. You know, they was you know swearing or whatnot, and you know he was cursing them and whatnot. Then the guy that was actually filming, you could see the police officer, you know, telling him, hey, put your camera down, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then he actually get arrested.
Yeah. 16, and he's 16
He's 16.
now.
The guy with the camera.
Yeah.
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 And he was eating a bowl of cereal.
That man, he got it
Wow.
right here, eating a bowl of cereal. That man put his cereal down, went in and put his arm behind his back.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, they
Not
cuffed
resisting.
him. Not resisting at all. Then the sheriff smashed his head in the wall. Like, this is a 16-year-old kid now. This is a kid, dog.
They
Come
already,
on.
they already in foster care. You know what I mean? They already, like I say, they fighting against
Already
the grain.
going through it. Probably already, you know, hate the police already.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
That's crazy.
And this definitely is not helping the
Not
the
at all.
whole situation of, you know, of police brutality or whatnot. And it's just
But
it's
no,
a bad situation for everybody.
And that's and you have so many mixed reviews when it comes to the police officers because you do have officers out
Exactly.
there are good people.
Good people.
Right.
And then you see the other stuff that happened, like a limbless guy. You can see the police bent over like he talking to a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, and that happened, and it get people to thinking other things than what they supposed to because of a situation like this happened.
right.
Right.
I just hate it. I wish that police officers can go through a different program because I just think that program is so dysfunctional because it is to protect and serve. But it's almost like that, you know, I'm the police officer, I can do what I
Yeah.
want to do.
Right.
And it shouldn't be that way.
Of course it is.
Yeah. And,
It's just authority. Authority period. Yeah.
So you feel like you're on top of the world.
And
know?
and it all comes down to, man, now this is just my opinion, man, but it comes down to cats who get in that position of power, you know what I'm saying, who they might have been bullied growing up or they probably, you know what I'm saying, had it rough growing up. They never had authority or whatever, and they finally get in that position and they just abuse it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know how to handle that authority, because
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I try to be I try to be fair because, you know what I'm saying, I have family members, first cousins, man, you know what I'm saying, state troopers and sheriffs and private investigators, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, I know the law enforcement, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, like y'all boys said, it's them few bad apples out there to get a whole thing a bad rap
Exactly.
or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just what it is, man. A lot of times they get that power, man, and they just abuse the hell out of it. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's great. So speaking of police brutality, Colin Kaepernick got a workout last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
This past couple days ago.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, this past Saturday. There's a lot, man. There's a lot going through my mind about it. I actually saw a little bit on it. Rich, you're a quarterback too. You know, let's talk about. You know, let's talk about where, you know, why he's at where he's at this point. What do y'all think the angles from both sides? Because it's definitely Kaepernick camp versus the NFL.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not only that, and Rich, I want you. I know if you've seen it, you know, break down a little bit. You know, QB. How does he really look after
Right.
being off the field for
Right.
3 years?
Right.
But let's start with the beginning. You know what I mean? Everybody already knows Colin Kaepernick protested to bring awareness of police brutality by kneeling during an anthem before football games, which sparked up a whole bunch of controversy, which in all one of those movements we know affected him playing football for
Most
the
def.
rest of his career.
Most
right?
definitely.
Oh yeah.
So what's your take? I mean, pretty much openly, like, you know, these is one of those things that it's okay to talk about.
Right.
Like, don't worry about what your opinion on it, you know, this and that, and what other people's gonna think. I mean, it's okay to talk about what's going on right here, and this kind of leading up and getting up to where it is now, and see how that affects us, you know, as individuals with this on our plate. So what y'all think? Anybody can take on it.
So I'm watching.
Well, my whole thing with the with Kaepernick deal is, for one, I really don't think he want to play football. Be honest with you, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, the NFL put their pride aside. They had a workout at the Linus Falcon Stadium. They was like, you can be here. 3/4 of the NFL team's gonna be here.
Yeah.
You know, only thing you have to sign is a waiver form. You know, and you can bring your agent, you can bring your own receivers. You got the platform.
Right.
You know, we want to see what you can do, so we can give you an opportunity to play in the NFL. Because if they didn't, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
But Kaepernick and his agent, 2:30 that day or whatever the case may be, decided to change it to
moved it.
another location.
Yeah.
And my whole ordeal with that is, if you really got a guy that's really want to play football, and, you know, people like me, Tig, Richie, that, you know, playing even yourself the college ball or even to the next level.
Oh, I'd have been right there at the Falcon Stadium at that
And that's,
point. Yeah.
if you really want in, you're not going to question any of that. The only thing you're going to be like is, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it. But for this guy to say, you know something? Nah, I'm not going to have it where y'all wanted to have it.
Right.
I'm going to have it where I'm going to have it. So, therefore, he still got – now, I'm cool with what he done for whatever it called, because everybody their own man.
Right. Right.
But this right here goes to show me that, you know something, at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
still always about me
Yeah.
and what I want.
Right.
And when people in NFL teams see that, all right, you good. We ain't gonna mess with you. So therefore, I don't think he gonna get picked up by anybody.
Right. Right.
You know,
Because the waiver was for the reason why he moved it apparently is because the NFL wouldn't let him film the workout, you know, for himself.
So
And I see, and exactly, if you wanted to play, you you know, the NFL had they had media set up themselves, and it could look like, oh yeah, NFL is just trying to, but that's anybody, you know, they
Anything
still
you do.
yeah, that's still business, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like, you know, you're gonna have your own production crew on an NFL event. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand the move. That's you know, that's my opinion on that. I don't agree with the move to go to the high school and do it. I mean, T, what do you think, man? Like,
I mean, like I said, I really, I mean, I'm not him, so I really couldn't tell you as in why he made the move. I mean, if I was say, you know, like a reason why I would make the move is if I was like afraid, not really afraid, but if I was worried about how they would show my practice. Like if they would just give me bad meter the whole time.
so you saying he may feel like, oh, if he would have stayed there with the way they wanted to do it, they would have did the same thing. Like, he don't know where they sending his film to, that film that they're recording, that they're getting of him, and he don't know how they're gonna chop it up for him now.
I'm about to say, editing wise, I mean, if he had 30 great plays and 15 bad plays, are you gonna show all my bad plays?
Right.
Are you gonna show?
and to counter what you saying, if I got 75% of the NFL scouts there, so what? They there to see me in person. So what?
Yeah.
You know, you got 75% there, so who cares about the film? They saw it in person.
So so in that case, it becomes about him getting it out to the people.
Yeah. And I think that's what he want more than playing in the NFL. Publicity.
Yeah.
Once again.
Rich, you guys say anything about that part of it before we get to the actual workout?
Nah, because I when I was watching the workout,
Yeah.
I said, all right, let me not take in nothing else into consideration so I can watch football for football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I watched about 40 minutes of it, yo. And just from my experiences, yo, playing the position, it wasn't crispy.
Right.
I'm just keeping it 100. It was not crispy, you know.
With everything going on, you got to be crispy.
You got to.
Yeah.
You got to. You always got the factors of you don't have, of course, those are not NFL receivers.
Yep.
You don't work out with them every day, and you can tell the timing was off. But you got to be able to adjust and make those throws on air. You know what I'm saying? I saw.
Like it looked like the arm was there, but the footwork, the timing was the most that looked like was off.
Timing was off, man. There were extra hitches that threw timing off as well. In the league, those windows are so small, man. You either hitting your back foot, letting it go, or you got one hitch and that thing is gone. A couple of deep balls I saw overthrown. A couple of out routes I saw that were low and behind.
Yeah.
Saw a short crossing route as well. It was not enough touch on it. It was a little bit hard. Man. So like from what I saw, Cap, truthfully, dog, like you can tell he's been out of it for 3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You can really tell. And Tig, you know what I'm saying, you can vouch for this too, man. Like even on defense, you know what I'm saying, just the speed of the game from working on air and going against live bullets, is so much different. And if you can't be crispy on air, then you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna translate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe okay, somebody saw enough and brought him in and put him on the P squad for a little bit. You know, which I doubt he'll
Well,
do.
I say, shoot, I don't think he can go to P Squad.
Yeah, because of his status, right?
Yeah.
So that's not even an option. So if you bring him in and use that roster spot, it's gonna take him easy. Well, hell, is how many weeks left in the season?
I mean,
4.
he'll have to come in the backup role.
Yeah.
But shoot, I say, I mean, if anybody bring him in, it'd be during
Six-
like a mini
six-
camp. Or something, though.
Right.
I think it's 6 left.
Yeah, so it ain't even worth bringing in now, man, because you won't be up to speed, yo. You know what I'm saying? He's going to need a full offseason and OTAs to get back up to speed, man. You know what I'm saying? But it was hard not to be biased, you know what I'm saying, on his side and pull for him because I want to see him do the damn thing. But, you know what I'm saying, if I'm looking at it through a scout's eye, you know what I'm saying, just you know what I'm saying, no bias.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I give him like a C.
Yeah.
I give him a C, dog, just being 100.
Right.
We don't give him a C for practice. Shoot, I'm gonna give him a B for game speed because I know me, like practice wise, you know, even if it was like a trial, like what you call a gamer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like practice wise, I'm good.
Yeah.
But in the game, I'm great.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Yeah.
Because I mean, the game is different. You know, it's just played different. You know, once you get the scouting report and tendencies and whatnot. I mean,
Exactly.
everything changes.
Exactly.
So like I said, hey, I'm gonna give him a B just because I mean I know he's a gamer and
Yeah, he is.
I know like during the heat of the game he's gonna make something happen. I mean even if you got to run it, and I mean I really didn't see him run during the workout and whatnot. But I mean shoot, only watched probably like 15 minutes of it. So you know then like say I had to leave and go to the track and whatnot. But it's gonna be interesting to see as in what happened. But I do really hope somebody bring him in for at least a rookie mini camp. Because really anybody can go to rookie mini camp.
Right.
So bring him in for rookie mini camp, then go to mini camp. Just do a whole like rookie off season. And go on up
just to see
to the season.
Give him that time to get back up to speed, and then see when that mini camp, when training camp start, when the bullets fly.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what he look like.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I see. I can see him getting in somewhere, and I mean he's still an athlete. And also he hasn't played enough years in the NFL to be one of the greats that can just get back out there and do anything. You know what I'm saying? So that means he still has to work on his game, and get better, because if he gonna be anything like damn Lamar Jackson, he's gonna have to work on his footwork. Which I've seen videos of Lamar Jackson and working on his footwork. From after his rookie year, the whole summer, I've seen him working on footwork and timing. And
you see where he at now.
Surprising everybody. Surprising everybody.
Trying to tell you.
Last time we talked, we didn't really, we mentioned him, but as far as like we talking about Russell Wilson MVP, I think after last week,
it's stretched on out.
Yeah, it's stretched on out. Because
8 ball,
and he ain't gonna stop either.
He ain't
gonna stop. So far, he ain't gonna stop, man.
No.
It's crazy to see like how a player can turn around a team. I mean, like say last year he wasn't that good, and I mean, it showed in the team, but
Determination.
All season he worked his hind off.
You want to know what I think that is, contributes to that is when a person, say you sitting in a whole lineup, just say we doing a pickup game of kickball.
Mm-hmm.
That guy that's picked last is gonna be the hardest working
the
guy.
hardest
out there.
working one.
If we especially in the league, not just for that game.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to be picked last. I don't want to be that guy
Oh, yeah.
that's picked last. And Lamar Jackson, he was deep. He was in the green room deep into
Long time. Last one in the first round.
Yeah.
Last one in the first round.
And that's always so frustrating knowing that you better than a lot of guys that's going in front of you.
Yeah.
So you just sit
Now you got to
there-
prove it.
Yeah.
You got to.
Just knowing it ain't enough.
Yeah.
You got to prove it.
So sitting there, waiting there, people sleeping on you, then you get an opportunity to go out there and show the world that I'm the truth. I was better than that first round pick that year.
Facts.
And, me personally, to see a guy work like that,
Yeah.
I just think that it's a better feeling when you can work yourself from the bottom and reach to the top. Because right now, I mean, he's playing better than as any quarterback in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not as better, So
Yeah.
it's great to see that kid do what he do. Especially all the criticism he had got in the past. He can't pass. He can't do this.
He's
not
a running
real
back.
quarterback.
He's a running
Yeah.
back.
To see him dominate the NFL, you can't take that away from him.
I agree, because I mean, just thinking about it as a defensive standpoint, I mean, he changes up the game to where pass rushers really can't really rush that hard because you never know what he's going to do. I mean, if you're in shoot up the field and he goes under him, that's it.
Yeah.
Hell, even if
He running in.
they slow play and try to take their time and break down.
I'm about to say, and now, yeah, I'm about to
He's
say
still
now.
run by.
Now he got the arm to actually throw
Yeah,
that thing
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
The arm ain't the thing that's amazing me. It's the legs.
Oh, yeah.
You want to know why? Because at the rate he's going, we got 6 games left, and then playoffs is there. If he's at the same rate he's going now, he's gonna break Mike Vick rushing
Easy.
record.
Oh, he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They say he on track to
He's
hit
on track.
1,200.
Yeah.
1,200 for a quarterback.
Hey,
Yeah.
this man gonna have more yards than the average running back
He
in the
gonna
league.
be gonna be top 5 in running back.
Yeah. Now we seen like RG3 come through, put up some numbers.
Got broke up.
Seen Kaepernick put up some numbers. You know.
Beating.
Yeah.
That's zone read.
Yeah. And here this man is just like Marshall said, just making a fool out of the NFL.
And the thing is, like RG3, they ran him.
Oh, they
like
ran
they
him.
ran the dog out of him.
Yeah.
But he took all them hits. Ain't nobody even
Ain't
touching
nobody
Lamar
touching him. Yeah,
Jackson.
ain't nobody
Yeah,
touching-
about-
but at the same time, that lets you know that the Ravens have a solid offense.
Yeah.
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 Nobody
Facts.
would have never thought they had a solid
Nope,
offense
not at
until
all.
now Lamar he balling. They just needed a leader.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And like the thing about like RG3 and Colin Kaepernick is they were doing like say design runs.
Yeah.
They were doing
Yep.
zone reads
Yep.
and
Yeah.
everything, to get them the ball, But
Lamar just
Lamar is just
look like Vic, man.
he
just
draw- He draw it up in his head.
if
shoot
number one
in
ain't
the
there,
dirt, okay, I'm gonna drop bang.
I'm gonna go this way.
You do this.
I'm gonna go that way.
if that number one ain't there,
Nah, but see, Lamar, he'll look for 1, 2, and 3, and then take off on you. That would make him so dangerous.
then line, man, he need to buy all his line Rolexes.
Hell yeah. Damn right.
Yeah, but,
Oh,
but
hey,
MVP though, he's going in.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
LJ8.
Definitely Pro Bowl too, man.
Facts.
Shoot, gotta get him in that Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So,
I think the Niners defense will slow his ass down a couple more weeks.
Boy,
now.
stop.
Hey, that's what's gonna be the test. 'Cause, hey,
it's gonna be the test.
just like Russell, man. That last y'all see that Seahawks game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, God,
Yeah, it's tough.
Take that. Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was
That was
tough.
a good game, though, man.
Yeah,
It was
that was
just
a good
all the
game.
way, in which we hit on it last week. But that was good.
Yeah.
That was a great game.
But
that
these-
definitely was a
All
great
you need
game.
was a
But the
kicker.
best, yeah, exactly. But to follow up and face the Cardinals again, and for it to be as tight as it was, and to come out there in the last 30 seconds scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's
Tough.
tough. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what the Niners do. I don't know. We like to give Niners updates, but Marshall, you got that Rams hat on for a reason. So you got to want to talk about them a little bit.
Well, actually, man, I got on this Rams hat because it's a little chilly outside. But if you want to talk about the Rams, you know, I think they're above average team. You know, I still think towards the beginning of the year they was still over their Super Bowl high. Now I think they're starting to get in the groove of things now with they're picking up Ramsey, you know, a top 5 corner in the league. Right now, you got the other defensive pieces to go with them. Once they get their offense going, because Todd Gurley and some of the other guys, the offense just not there right now, and you can see that when they're having games. But once they catch up with the offense catch up with the defense, I just think they're gonna be hard to stop when it come playoff time.
Gotcha. The Rams always had a high power offense. It's just not that year for them.
Well, you got to understand, defense get better and better each year.
Yeah.
You know, and I just think I do think it's the year of the defense. It's been proven. If you playing against Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson, other than that,
Yeah.
you know, I think defense has proven to catch up with the offense a little bit. You starting to see that. You starting to see that now, especially with these tight ball games.
Gotcha. Rich over there researching something, man. He getting ready.
Oh, no, I was looking up, man. But I got to slide up out of here on y'all, man.
Yeah.
I was looking up these rushing yards, man. Lamar, he's 10th right now. He's 10th in the league in rushing, yo, with only 115 attempts, yo. This dude averaging 6.9 yards a carry, yo, at 78.8 yards a game.
Nah, I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
Put me in.
Yeah.
Show me a spy on him. Let me just do a spy.
Put Tig in.
Yeah, let me just do a spy.
I don't know, man. Hey, last race was Miami, and to see, because we know we got a top linebacker in the room right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you already know.
Tig Willard. Until I seen old Ray Lewis standing beside him.
Yeah. Much respect.
Much respect, man. That was a good thing to see old Ray. Hey, hold up, man. Where the hell you going?
He ain't tell people bye.
Hey,
I got to get out of here.
all right, well.
All
All
right,
right, Rich,
Hey,
we're going to go ahead and
Rich-
close it out.
Hey,
Richard
man, we're gonna fire Rich ass.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know Richard Coach, man.
That's all right, good. All right, Rich going to football practice and got to talk about this football. So we're going to go ahead and close it out, though, man.
All right.
We touch.
Hey, Ray's still a beast, though, man. I'm gonna bring back to Ray. You know, Ray helped coach me a little bit down there at Clemson, you know, with
Yeah.
with his old nephew, Grady Jarrett.
We
So,
don't wash ourselves.
Just looking good with no wash ourselves.
Ray had that ring on, too.
Oh yeah, man, listen here, boy. You can tell he ain't doing CrossFit no shit like that too, man. Ray done put a little weight.
Hey, but he still look good. That's
look good,
crazy.
still look
Hey,
good.
you got to tell that there. That Taylor got him
working out.
right.
Yeah.
That Taylor got him right, man. Ray will. He can motivate anybody.
Yeah.
Just with a few words. You know what I'm saying? Just me. He looked direct. One thing about like meeting celebrities at the track, you know, in NASCAR, we see them. It's almost like when you do see them, and they got a lot going on, and when you walk up, you kind of wait a little bit, and they're like, oh hey. Now Ray, he looking the whole time. He see you, he see you looking at him.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Throw his hand out, like just loving it. And that right there is inspiring all by itself. I mean, it makes me want to throw some, some little what's the black paint under my eyes.
You feel
Get ready,
that?
get back on the field.
Well, he got cat ready, but you know, before we close it out, I am gonna say, man, a guy like that who suffered pain all his life, you know, overcame the struggles, you know, he speak from within, he speak from the bottom, and he speak with integrity, and he want to get that out there because just by him speaking, you can feel every bit of it, and that's why you be wanting to put black up into your eyes, going smack somebody across the face.
Hit him right in the mouth.
You feel that pain.
Oh, yeah.
You feel that pain.
Hey, I remember the daggone Madden intro When he was talking
Yeah.
about that thing beating in your chest.
Yes, sir.
Boy, you get them chills, boy. Like, boy, I'm about to play this game. I'm about to play this game, boy.
I forgot about that
Man,
too.
that joke, that joke
dope.
get into you. Matter of fact, I might they gonna post that joint on the Lecture Hall podcast.
That's what we gonna do, Ted.
That-
We gonna do
Let's
that.
get it.
We gonna do that.
Yeah, let's flood the Instagram Lecture Hall with some content, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do it. Starting tonight, fellas.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna flood that thing. And actually, we you know what I'm saying, we're gonna kind of let the people get to know us a little
Yes,
bit.
sir.
Get some posts here and there. So we're gonna do that.
I
We're gonna
like
do
it.
that.
I
We gotta come y'all, because hey, this podcast is going.
It's going.
This
Yep.
podcast
It's
is
going.
It's the Lecture Hall, y'all. And it's for
all
all of
of
y'all.
y'all.
It's for all of y'all. And you gotta realize that, you know, we can't be stopped. We got the holidays coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So it's time to do some give back stuff as well.
yep.
You know what I mean? But we want the people to be involved.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a couple giveaways and everything.
We want the people to be
man. So,
involved. And if y'all made it through this episode, made it to this point, that means you need to let a friend know to follow us at the Lecture Hall Podcast
Yep.
and catch some video footage and stuff on there. That's our hub. And we will be on iTunes and Spotify coming
Yes,
up
sir.
soon. So be on the lookout on your wherever you watch your podcast or listen to your podcast. Just be on the lookout because we will be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there, and I'm sorry y'all don't get to say goodbye to old Rich, but you got Cap.
Hey, I want everybody to talk, John. Over
Yeah, you got Cap, you got
yeah.
Marshall, and you got Tig, Willer.
All right.
All right,
Ah, yeah.
all right. See y'all next episode.